Welcome back to CLE Weekend. So according to Fidelity Investments' latest New Year's financial resolution study, 2/3 of Americans, they've considered a financial resolution, right, for the year ahead. Maybe motivated, though, by their current situation or even concerns about the future. Kelly Lannon is the Senior Vice President of Emerging Customers at Fidelity Investments, and she is joining us now to chat. Kelly, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks, Jamie. Happy New Year. Can we still say that? I've asked a few people. We're good to still say that through January, right?
I think we are. You know, when it comes to talking New Year's resolutions, it's like we can still talk about the new year because we're still working on them. Let's start there. Tell me, what did this study that you guys did tell you about Americans' top financial concerns, really, for the year ahead?
Yeah, so our study showed that more than half of Americans are feeling overwhelmed by their personal finances, and 31% say they have a stressful relationship with their money. And those top financial concerns, inflation and unexpected expenses, those were the top two concerns, followed by economic uncertainty and simply not having enough money saved away in an emergency fund.
I think that's too stressful for anyone, right? Because it's like you want to know that you've got that backup, and if you don't, what about some of the top resolutions, though, that people made this year? What did you see?
Yeah, and so, many people are thinking about their current situation, whether it's the state of their finances or their physical health. I mean, honestly, how many people out there have already joined a gym at the start of the year? And, they're ultimately deciding they need a change. So we saw 2 in 3 were considering a financial resolution for the year ahead, which made us really happy. And the top 3 financial resolutions that actually they've remained pretty consistent year over year is save more money, pay down debt, and spend less.
Yeah, I think that's good. And that's easy, right? It's a very few clear things to do. Advice. Do you have anything for people? Because, it's hard to stick to some of these resolutions and kind of see them through the end of the year. So any advice?
Yes, and to your point, like quick, easy ways, we have 2 of them, okay? So number 1, setting specific and realistic goals. Many people set themselves up for failure before they even get started by setting these unrealistic or overly ambitious resolutions. So by setting specific resolutions, breaking them down to smaller milestones, it makes it easier to reach them. And another recommendation, celebrate those milestones, have a little fun there. And number 2, have a plan in place to reach your goals. Any resolution without a plan is a recipe for failure, or even worse, resolution burnout. A roadmap, a clear plan that can really help combat against this burnout. We've found that those who have a clear plan that outlines those specific milestones, they are more likely to stay on track and they are more likely to achieve their goals.
And I think a plan is easy nowadays, right? It's like you grab your phone. If you say, okay, I don't have time to sit down and write out the plan, put it in the notes in your phone or email it to yourself so you have it, right?
Yes.
Like make it easy for yourself. Now, in terms of resources, like let's say someone's got to navigate some big changes, whether it's unexpected or unexpected, any resources available for that?
Yes, and we're here to help. Another fun fact, January also happens to be Financial Wellness Month, and Fidelity has assembled a number of resources, including insights and tools on popular topics, from saving and spending basics to achieving the money milestones that matter most to you. So check out fidelity.com/financial wellness. We bring everything together to really help people on their journey to achieve their financial well-being.
Well, and I know you mentioned earlier, like people with debt, right? And some of these New Year's resolutions to like pay that off and do things. But with tackling, some of these things like mounting debt and rising inflation, I mean, are there ways, here in the year ahead that we can do that a little bit easier?
Yeah, so inflation, it did still remain the top reason why many Americans told us they were not able to stick to their 2023 goals. In fact, 40% claimed they had less money to work with due to inflation's impact on the day-to-day expenses. But the good news, okay, 92% of those making a resolution, they are thinking differently given the events of the past couple of years. And 1/3 are actually planning to make finances more of a priority. And I've already touched upon this. You did as well, Jamie, the importance of having a plan. 70% of Americans claim they have a plan in place to reach their financial goal. It can be something as simple as just jotting it down, in your phone. And this is something that can help ensure success as well as greater financial wellness.
Kelly, I love it. Where can we get more information?
Yeah, so for more information, check out fidelity.com/financial wellness.
All right, Kelly Lannon, thank you so much from Fidelity Investments. We'll be right back on CLE Weekend.